What do you think the greatest merger of all time is? The one that has impacted society the most? It's probably not the one you're thinking of. In 1984, there was a merger that resulted in decades of economic progress and millions of lives saved around the world.
Here are two organizations, both of which have basically the same mission, and if we want to be a more effective voice, we need to come together.
In Ethiopia,
This also happened to be the same day that news broke out about the devastating famine that was happening in Ethiopia. The new team at InterAction stepped in immediately, working as an information clearinghouse and distributing donations to NGOs on the ground. That first day set the tone for InterAction's next 40 years. For over 4 decades, InterAction has been the driving force in humanitarian and development organizations to collectively advocate for the world's most vulnerable populations. InterAction's unique dual mandate fuels this mission. As a dynamic platform, InterAction brings organizations together through country-specific, regional, and technical working groups to exchange knowledge and help shape the future of the development and humanitarian sectors. Simultaneously, InterAction amplifies a powerful, united voice that resonates from Capitol Hill to the United Nations, ensuring the tireless efforts of its members are heard by key policymakers around the globe. And since 1984, this strategy has worked. Child mortality and extreme poverty rates have dropped by more than 50%. There are more kids in school and fewer people dying from preventable diseases every year. But this only happened because of the persistent advocacy efforts of InterAction's members, who continuously push for America's investment in effective foreign assistance. And time again, their unified voice has shaped policy and practice at the UN, in Congress, and all the way to the White House.
You know the excuses. We can't afford foreign aid anymore. Or we're wasting money pouring it into these poor countries. But all these excuses are just that, excuses. And they're dead wrong.
Seldom has history offered a greater opportunity to do so much for so many.
For helping people who've been pushed to the margins of our world is not mere charity. It is a matter of collective security.
The legacy of American leadership shines bright. Lives saved, democracies strengthened, and prosperity fostered, all through investing less than 1% of our federal budget in foreign assistance. Less than 1%, a small sliver that has a mighty impact. But the world is also facing major threats that could undo decades of progress if we don't do our part to support those in need. We know that real change requires bold action, so don't settle for the world as it is. Join us in building a better future for all.